Hey friends, welcome to a quick episode of me opening my mail. Today I've got a package from Russia, and I know what this is because this is something I've been nerding out on. If you've been following my little Scavenger Sunday posts, which happen once a week on my Patreon, you don't have to be a paying patron, just something I put up there, kind of justify that a little more. You know that I've been talking about this record label called Perfect Aesthetics. There was one release that sadly had sold out before I found out about the label that I really loved called Venetian Roses, which I shared. Unless I'm really wrong, everything in here should be other stuff from that label. So we're gonna check it all out for the first time. Really well packaged too, by the way. Like, big old thing, tightly packed in this. It's a good way to make sure that, stuff stays together. Well, mostly. I hear something jingling. Maybe there's a button, let's hope. But, something makes it here from Russia. I don't expect it to be in the most amazing shape. It happens. So, this label kind of touches on a lot of that kind of mellow synthesizer stuff that I just love, along with like little bits of synth pop and noisier, dronier things as well. So really good stuff. Very much akin, they fit in with my obsessions with labels like Posh Isolation or Yanishoved, who I've featured a lot lately. Yeah, so we got a little bit of a sadness there, and that's totally okay. So, I guess the first one, since it's the first one I came to, is Burning Pyre with Insipid Dalliance. Definitely a full-length release here. Got 2 tapes. It looks like we're continuing that recent trend I've noticed of unmarked tape shells, which is fine with me. Also, this interesting kind of little plasticky stuff for the insert there instead of something firm. Little window. Gotta be very careful. That's tape 1. So beautiful little card here though. With photography by Michaela McGinnis, who I'm not familiar with yet, but looks pretty darn cool to me. I like that in a way this could almost like be inverted because you've got the information on the inside of that too. That's kind of cool. This one's on the kind of mellow instrumental side of things, if I recall. I've only listened to most of these once or twice digitally because I really wanted to be able to enjoy them, hands-on the first time. There were 50 of this made. I hope for your sake that there still are some because they're, it's a really nice little release. This guy, ooh, this is Blush. Which is with two little like mini things on one beautiful purple tape. Love purple. This is like Black Mountain Harvest Month or Bulk Mountain, but Black Mountain Harvest Month. Completely different kind of little card in there. Different sort of material it's printed on. Nothing on the other side. So that should be really fun to check out. This label is pretty much brand new. Started maybe fall of last year, so you've got the opportunity to say you found it early if you're into that sort of bragging right thing. I don't really care myself, although it's nice to be able to get everything affordably instead of having to fight on Discogs for something I enjoy that somebody else is profiting off of. So here's that's a bummer. This one's really neat. This is a dialogue between lovers by AK. The cases. I'll replace it. As I've mentioned in the past, I always keep some extra cases on hand. So this is tape 13 of 30, and just, again, this is a simpler layout. There's nothing on this side facing me. This stuff, it's really captivating, really interesting, mellow, kind of collagey sound. So that'll be a fun, beautiful listen. Ooh, this one I actually This one's also got a little bit of superficial damage on the case, but again, who really cares? I'm not buying these to be pretty, I'm buying them to listen to them. So this is another edition of 30. This is Sobranie, S-O-B-R-A-N-I-E, 818. The tape's called I Was Sick. I'd love somebody to tell me how to pronounce it. So this is one that I've listened to the MP3s of considerably more, kind of like lo-fi, dancey, poppy material. I actually played this on my radio program a couple weeks back, and I layered it with a noise track. So there was just this kind of cool rumble with pretty music over it. And this is definitely a different kind of tape from the others there, and a different kind of insert as well. Looks like a lot was taken into account, and boy, this is some dark stuff on the inside there. There's just that, and then a repeated apology that you should get the tape to find out what it is. It's pretty heavy though. That's pretty cool actually. But yeah, I really like that tape. You'll probably be hearing more from me about that artist. If not on this YouTube channel, probably in writing or on the radio again. If you don't know about my radio show, I keep an archive of it on Mixcloud. Don't worry. You too can waste hours of your life on my radio program, much like I do. This is a split, and this was actually where I came to know the label. It's a split between a Kairulia, Klizalska, and Vostok Setras, and I can't pronounce any of those, and it doesn't look like my camera phone is going to really allow this because it's reflecting itself back onto this tape. And this is a three-way split called Opposite of Lovers. I'm not sure how they divide the tracks up between the two sides. Again, there's only 30 of this, but I really hope that you can get one. And on the inside it says the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference, which is, that's, you know, again, pretty dark, but pretty true, I think. So some beautiful, dark, sparse artwork here. But there's a YouTube channel I follow, and maybe a lot of you do, called Der Todesking, who this person makes little kind of collage. Basically, they take clips of films and pair them with songs. And I found out about the channel because they did a ton of songs by Talent Men, gave them these weird little unofficial videos, and then artists that I also love like Croatian Amor or Rosamund Spidit. And so I just kind of started following what came up, and there was one of the tracks by Klizalska. Had a little video for it, and so I instantly was like, I need to know more about this. This is really cool. So thank you, Der Todesking. I'll leave a link to your YouTube channel and the links to this one. That's really weird. Referencing YouTube on YouTube. And finally, we've got Milij Petula, or just MP as it's listed here, with Invasion of Granada. This is another one that I've spent a little more time listening to. Really just mellow sounds, which of course sits nicely with me. I especially like the song Love Knows No Borders. Really beautiful thing. So that's the tapes. There was this whole thing of just kind of, I guess, explaining what Kairola is. I don't even know. Well, info chart. I'm into it. So, great new label for you to know about. Some beautiful new tapes for me to enjoy and probably share with you in future videos. Thanks for taking the time with me. Looks like this did go on past the 4 or 5 minutes I thought it would, and that's okay. Hope you're all well. And cheers. Thanks for watching.